Hello and welcome to the introductory session of Life Education Online. In this session, I'm going to share my screen so that you can see exactly what the Life Education Online course looks like when you log into your account. So, as you can see from my screen recording, you will have full access to all 21 sessions when you log in. These sessions are split into 3 sections. So section 1 is all about building a strong sense of self and identity. The reason we are starting with that is because I like to teach children that they can become any type of person that they want. And this is quite essential for the rest of the course because they need to believe that they can be whoever they want and they can improve themselves rather than someone else having to do it for them. So this allows them to take accountability for their own improvement, their own development. So this section is vital to start with, and it just builds on personality traits, positive personality traits, why it will be good for them to build them, and how to motivate themselves towards that internally rather than thinking on external validation. So that's the first section. The second section is all about growing emotional intelligence, and this is around managing emotions so that they're not managed by them. Now, of course, I don't really need to go into lots of detail as to why this is important, but it is important for all areas of their life. So it's not just for school, it's for outside of school, it's for dealing with friendships, it's for moving on to secondary school, any transitions, or anything that they are struggling with. There's always going to be difficult feelings that come with it. So managing emotions is going to be vital for their life, which is why I've dedicated a whole section to it in the Life Education Online course. So in this section, they'll learn about why they have the feelings that they have, why they have those emotions that come up, what triggers them, and how to manage them. So I give practical tips in this section for what to do when they notice a difficult feeling coming up and how they can make themselves feel better and get through it. So rather than avoiding that feeling. There's also some work in here around building mental toughness, so dealing with pressure and stress and overwhelm. There's a lot of pressure and stress maybe from school. They might potentially be going through exam periods or test periods, and this section is going to be really helpful for managing that stress. So that's section 2, and then in section 3 we put everything together and we build their self-confidence and their resilience. So in this section they'll define confidence for them. Confidence looks different for everybody, and I'd like them to find their own version of confidence so that they can work towards that. This section will also teach them how to change any limiting beliefs that might be holding them back into empowering ones instead. So once they have formed a strong sense of self from section 1, and they know how to manage difficult feelings that come with it, they'll be able to show confidence a lot easier, and they'll be able to push through when something gets tough. So they're building that emotional resilience. So this last section really puts everything together and teaches some really key techniques for them to be able to push through when they do get stuck with anything that comes up in their life, and how they can push themselves out of their comfort zone so that they live life to the fullest. Now, that's how the course is structured. 21 sessions in total. They're not all the same length. Some are longer than others depending on what concept I'm teaching or technique I'm teaching. As you can see from the little thumbnails, I do use a blackboard, and I record my ideas on there with me talking on the side. There's lots of me teaching a technique and then them trying it out. In most of these sessions, when it's needed, I have included a resource sheet. So for instance, if I go on session 7, which is all to do with intrinsic motivations, that internal motivation rather than external validation, there's a resource sheet here that's PDF format, so you can download it, your child can download it so that they can use it to complete the activity. So they're not just left to their own devices for this, they are actually given the tools, then they're given the resources to be able to do that. Each session also comes with a description, so that if you want to, you can find out exactly what they'll be doing in that session, and they can read it to maybe to remind themselves. The first session of every section is for you and your child to do together. So that session, is really important for you to understand what they'll be covering and why it'll be important, basically. If you want to, you can of course go through the course and see what techniques I am using so that you can reinforce these techniques at home too. But I just wanted to go through this for you so that you had a better idea of what the course looks like, so that when you log into your account, or before you even log into your account, you can see all of the great resources you're getting to support not only your child's emotional development, but their identity development, their self-improvement, their personal development, and their self-confidence and resilience skills.